Hi.
Hi.
Ew, I absolutely
That's so gross.
hate it. Hi, you guys.
Hi, you guys.
It's me.
And it's me.
And we are the girls you're glad you're not.
Here's the thing, you guys. Lady tagged us
Lady
tagged us about 3 months ago to do the throwback tag, and we're finally deciding to do it.
We decided to do it a long time ago.
Yeah, we
just
did.
haven't put the plan into action
And now we're-
until now.
What year were you born?
1992.
1993. Do you have pictures of when you were younger? You want to go first?
I don't.
Okay.
But I will.
Okay.
Do you want to?
No, go for it.
Okay. This is me and my sister. That's me as an infant baby. That was one of my favorite shirts ever. That hat was an American Girl store hat. I wanted that hat really bad because I thought the girl who was modeling it in the magazine was cool, and I was like, I want that hat. This is really, really cute. My favorite is this pose. I'm gonna try that out. I think it's a good pose. It's timeless.
But first I have this picture. I mean, it's all really good, but the best part is I am wearing socks with sandals.
Very Washington.
Yeah, this right here. I decided to lay under the tree and just pose my knuckles just resting on the floor.
Your face gets me too. I feel like you owe them an older picture because I gave them that.
Kelsey, I'm sorry for showing this because you're a part of it, but we were pretending to dance in front of the camera so that when it took, it looked like we were dancing. But, I mean, just look at that facial expression.
Kind of just looks like weird posing.
Yeah. What TV shows did you grow up watching?
A lot of Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Barney.
Mm-hmm.
Doug. Pepper Ann. Angela Anaconda.
Not sure if I watched that.
Recess.
Yeah.
Cat Dog.
Cat Dog. Alone in the world.
Oh, Rugrats.
Yeah, Rugrats.
This is all different phases though of
Yeah.
life. There was one I used to watch with my sister called The Tribe, I think.
Zaboomafoo. Out of the Box.
Out of the box. Oh, and what was it called? That one show where they would do science experiments and Zoe 101. Ooh, I know you see me standing here. Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today? Yeah, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, it was Zoom.
We could go on and on about the old shows we used
Because
to watch
obviously
then.
that's what we did a lot of.
What did you want to be when you grow up, and do you still want to be that? Well, in preschool, I wanted to be a mom, an author.
A long portion of my life, but this is my older years, I wanted to be a lawyer. And then I found out you had to go to school for 8 more years.
I wanted to be a psychologist at one point, and then I found out there was just a lot of schooling.
I was like, ooh, 8 more years? I'm sorry, but I've got a lot of things going on. In a journal, but not a diary, I wrote that I wanted to be an actress.
I mean, yeah, I probably want to be a mom someday.
Sure, I'd be an actress for my job, why not?
Yeah, I'd also be an author still. Do you have any videos from when you were younger? A lot of the footage, videos and photos that we had were on a computer and it crashed and we lost everything on there. But I mean, I do still have home videos, but I can't get those to you. We also have videos.
We have some videos. I have a video of when I was 4 probably, but I don't know where it is.
What were your favorite toys?
The baby doll, it was rubbery and she had battery pack in it, so she would make a sad crying face.
Whoa.
It was the coolest thing, but it was creepy at the same time, but it looked really real.
I have a few favorites that I remember. One of them wasn't mine, it was Rob's. He had this toy stuffed dinosaur. When you squeezed it, it would go I can't do it, but it'd make the weirdest noise. And me and Alicia fought for
Is it the whoa?
Yeah.
We both try and do it.
And we also had these little stuffed fruits that were superheroes.
Oh.
We used to play with them all the time. Most embarrassing thing you did as a kid? For me, it was that I walked around in just my underwear literally too long. I was 7, I feel like. 6 or 7. And I was still just walking around my house in just my underwear.
You know what's funny is you still do.
Yeah, but it's different. I have a shirt on now.
When I was little, I would stand in front of the TV and I would have my hands out and I would have my legs apart and I would squat and I would say happy do, happy do. I don't know why.
Do you have something you wrote in kindergarten?
We had to do 12 months. September, school starts. Then there's a pumpkin patch in October. That says November, as you can obviously tell. And it's apparently sunny. December is candy houses. January, oh, Miss Tercy had her baby. Wait. Is that a baby?
I don't know.
And is this a baby? And is this a crib? I don't know. Post office field trip was apparently in February. We wanted our amaryllis to grow in March. We had a field trip to the zoo where clearly I saw penguins that wore glasses and bows in their hair. That was in April. Miss Tercy came back after having her baby. That's her. In May. And summer vacation started in June. That's the bus obviously leaving school. July is fireworks.
Those are really nice fireworks.
August is summer fun. Look at all that fun. So my dad and I were searching through a bunch of old boxes, and on one of the boxes I wrote on it. My dad tore it off so that I could have it. But it says, I kissed you, Travis K.
3 songs you loved as a child.
Think Pink. If you don't know what that is, Wannabe. Basically anything Spice Girls I liked.
I listened to a lot of Christian music because like that was always what was on in the car, and like my favorite band was Priesthood, and it was like a rapping
I remember
Christian
that
band. One funny thing you wore for Halloween. I don't recall getting that creative with costumes.
I never was anything like funny.
Yeah.
I was Hermione, and I was like an Egyptian something or other.
I was Barney one year.
I was an M&M. I had the rubber gloves and everything.
I was a hippie one year. Funny story from when you were young. I have a pretty funny one. I wasn't like that little. It was 6th grade or middle school at some point. But Kelsey and I, one time we were in her room and we got so freaked out because her toy box or chest or whatever at the end of her bed kept shaking, and we were convinced that there was like something in it. We're like, what the heck? But it turns out that right below her room was the garage and there was like a punching bag.
Oh my gosh.
And then the other time was, this is kind of embarrassing actually, because we were home alone I think, and we turned on a movie and then we like were in the kitchen and we'd been talking and like doing nothing for a long time, and suddenly we started hearing voices and we were like, oh my god, someone is in the house. We snuck out of the house, ran all the way down like the neighborhood, only to realize it was the TV because we had been watching a movie.
You guys are ridiculous.
Do you have any special things you've kept? When I was little-ish, my brother got to go to Disneyland with our aunt, uncle, and cousin, and I never got to go, still to this day. But while he was there, he got me this hat, and it has my name on it, and it's got Pooh Bear. I was like so proud that something had my name on it finally. What is something weird you did as a child?
When I'd get mad, I would say shoot, shoot, darn all the time. And I would say it over and over and over and over again.
Actually, if I could, I would switch this with my embarrassing story and have the walking around in my underwear for too long be my weird part. But my embarrassing is actually from high school.
Oh.
Yeah, believe it was freshman year. I don't have like a lot of experience with guys, let me just say that. And in Spanish class, oh my god, I hope he never watches this, but in Spanish class I sat next to this guy that I had like a huge crush on for like years. He was teaching me how to do an origami crane. So he folded it, and then like right as he finished, class ended. So he got up, threw it in the garbage, and left. I got up, went to the garbage, and...
No, you did not.
I picked it up.
Oh my god, she still has it. How did I not ever know this?
It's embarrassing. I just kept it because I knew it was embarrassing. So, there's that. What's the scariest thing you remember? For me, I was in, I'm just gonna give a random year, 3rd grade. My sister and I were walking to school. It might have been younger than that, but this truck pulled up next to us and the guy in it, he was like old and gross. And he rolled down his window and he's like, hey, do you girls want to ride to school? And we're like, oh no thanks, we're not that far. And he was like, no, it's really not a big deal, just like I can take you. And he started telling us he could take us to this other school, which was our school. I'm like, 1, that's not where we go, so why would I get in the car? And 2, no, we said no. And I remember Alicia had like tucked me behind her because she was the older sister, and she was like, no thank you, we're just gonna walk. And he opened the door, stepped his foot out, and said, no really, like it's fine, just hop in. And we started walking and we're like, no, we're good. And luckily he just like closed his door and drove away. And then I remember like we didn't want to tell anyone, so I don't think we told anyone at school, but then we ended up telling our parents, and when we got home from school the cops were there to like talk to us.
Ew.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm not remembering this correctly, but I remember one time my sisters and I were home alone because that was safe. And I feel like I remember the cops coming to our door and telling us to get in, stay inside and lock the doors, and they were like looking for somebody that was like on the run in our neighborhood or something.
That's scary.
Yeah.
How is the world different from when you were a child?
Everyone is stupid.
Yeah.
The world is just different because
It's more complex.
yeah, it's
Like,
just
technology is
Yeah.
weird, and
like
people's
it felt
interactions.
so much simpler.
Yeah.
But that could just be because as a kid things feel simple.
Yeah.
Well, that's all the questions from that tag.
I'm scratching my boob.
I think we should tag Kelsey and Nicole because I would like to
please.
see anyone else.
And Tim and Melinda.
Oh yeah, Tim and Melinda, you too, please. But if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and comment below any stories or like memories or comments you want to tell us about.
And also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat.
Thanks for watching, you guys. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.